what's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on MLB 17, the show. And this is the Kansas City Royals franchise. That's where this is episode number 130, and today we're finishing off this series here with the A's. If you remember the last episode there, we played against the A's in the first two games of the series. We played the first one, and of course we won that one in a late inning rally, winning that one there, and a nice game there, and a final score of, I believe, 3-1. So we come back to finish off this episode here this series here today, in the final game of the series. And Danny Duffy is only going to be on the hill here today, as he's going to be taking on A's pitcher Michael Owen. Now Duffy looking for his 10th win here for this start. As you take a look there at his attributes there, and of course Duffy, like I said, trying to make it for his get his 10th win here. As for Owen, well, he's looking for his 6th win here this season, as he is currently 5-5 for the season. Last game he started in, he was playing against the Twins there in Target's Field, as he went 6 innings of work, gave up 7 hits, a run, no earned runs, a walk, and 8 strikeouts. And as for Duffy, well, his last game was against Baltimore, where he also won there, when he went the game went 9-0. Royals pick up the victory at home against Baltimore. Duffy pitched also 6 innings of work, gave up 3 hits on a run. None were scored, nothing was earned, and he also had 5 strikeouts in that game. So the Royals are trying to help Duffy get his 10th win here this season, and in order to do that, we got to get runs early in this one here today. So we got to get a lot of work in for Duffy. He can get the work in, he can get the quality start, but the run support is very important for us, as that was our issue in the last game there, where Shipley, in the last episode we've seen there, had issues with that from his teammates there. So we'll see if we can try to get Duffy some early run support here. As we say here, Duffy gonna have the batter here ground this one over there to short, and that's gonna be a nice play there. 6-3 put away, as that is out number 1. Josh Donaldson up the bat here. Of course, he's had a pretty tough go here in this series. I believe he's like 5 for 12 or something like that in this series right now, as we'll see him go for this one. Ooh, he finds a nice gapper out there in left center field. That's going to roll all the way back to the warning track, and he's going to get a nice stand-up double for the A's here to start off. As you take a look there, Donaldson there right behind Curtis Granderson, who has 17 doubles. Donaldson right there has 15, along with Moss and Laurie. They're currently entering play today for the A's. As now Cespedes up to bat there. You see Cespedes' numbers, 2 for 6 now here in this series, as he's had a tough at bats here in this series, but he's also had some pretty crucial hits, just like in the last game there that we see in the previous episode. So now he's up to bat here. 0-2 count here on Cespedes. We'll see with 1 out, 1 runner on board here for Danny Duffy, as we'll see if we can try to get this second out here. That ball is going to come screaming past the infield there. We're going to see a ball thrown to home plate. Can we get this one out there on time? No, we cannot. And nice play, as Cespedes gets the first run on the board now here for the A's. We'll continue on 1-0 here. Oakland leads this one here in the top half of the first. We'll see a runner take off now. Try to see if we can throw the runner out there. And nice throw there from Salvi, as he gets Cespedes out there on the play. And that is out number 2 here, as there's no batter here, or no runs here, or runners on the board, on the diamond here today. If I can get my words out here. A little tongue-tied right now, but nonetheless, there, nice job there from Salvi, as there's now 2 away. So now we'll see what the batter can do now here, as they try to get maybe a 2-out rally going here. They do lead at 1-0 still here at the top of the first. This one going right to Napoli, who's playing first here today, and he will tag the bag. Napoli, of course, playing first here today, and we'll see Hosmer. He'll actually be in the lineup here today as he'll be DHing. So we might see what he can do there, as his only job here today is just try to get some good at bats. Now, Michael Owen, like I mentioned earlier, 5-5 for the season, 16 starts so far here for him. He has a 2.6 ERA, and he is just trying to find that, search for that 6th win here this season, as he has been having a kind of a roller coaster year. So Infante now up to bat here, as we're in the bottom of the first here. We'll see what the Royals can do with their first at bats for the day. As we'll see Infante will pop this one out there to the second baseman, who makes a nice play, and of course gets the first out of the inning. That is one away now here for the Royals second baseman. Alex Gordon up to bat next, as Gordon's bat has been doing pretty well here this season, but there you see he goes for that pitch there, and that's just going to be a ground ball there to Moss to get the second out of the inning. Napoli up to bat next, 8 home runs, 18 RBIs now for him for the season. We'll see what this former Red Sox can do in this at-bat here, as he's going to smack this one over there to left field. That's going to be a base hit for the Royals, as now they have a runner here on first with 2 out. And we'll see our big stick here, big lumber, Adam Lind, 3 for 8 in the series here so far. And we'll see what he can do here now in this at-bat. 2 out, 1 on here for the Royals, as Adam Lind going to see if he can knock one over the yard here in this one. And Adam Lind's going to hit this one past first base there. And we'll see they're going to try to make a play there at the second base, and they do so. As, of course, Napoli had to kind of make a little stutter play there, as he didn't want to get any interference there with causing the ball to hit him. And, of course, he will get thrown out there on that force out there at second. So Salvi now here up to bat, as we go now to the bottom half of the second. A's still lead this 1-0, as we'll see Salvi up to bat here. That's going to be a drop third strike there for Salvi, and they'll get him out there for the first out of the inning. So Al Salvi having a little tough time here this season with his at-bats. As we'll see now, Hosmer, like I mentioned earlier, he is DHing here today, and we'll see what he can do in his first at-bat now in today's game. 2-2 count here for Hosmer, 1 out. Hosmer here knocks this one over there to first base, and the pitcher's going to make a catch there and get the bag out there at first to get the second out of the inning. So now big moose coming up, Mike Moustakas, 22 home runs for him this season, as he is one of our 3 leaders right now in the double digits here this season in home runs. We'll see what he can do with only 2 out here. This is going to be hit right into the shift there, and of course that is always going to be an out there, as the A's have played good defense here, getting the ball right where they need it to get the outs. And that'll be it for the first 2 frames of this one. Oakland still leads this one 1-0. As now we'll head on now here into more of the ball game here. We're going to the 4th inning, top of the 4th to be exact. We'll see here, Duffy still on the mound, and the Oakland A's still have a one run lead here. Bases empty, as we'll see a pitch now to Cespedes. Cespedes is going to hit this one out there to right field, excuse me. That's going to be a base hit. And again, the A's getting something going here for themselves now here in the 4th inning. As you take a look at Cespedes' numbers there, as he is one of the hit leaders right now in Major League in the American League right now with 72 hits. Curtis Granson up to bat next here. He ground out back in the first. We'll see you with the 0-1 day here for him so far. We'll see what he can do here in this at bat with 1 on and nobody out. So we'll see Duffy here trying to see if he can get a ground ball here in this situation, as they'll pop this one here high and deep out to center field, and JD Martinez is going to be underneath this catch there as he gets his first out of the inning. And there you see the Royals happy about that, as that's now 1 away there on the A's. As we'll take a look here, and Brandon Moss will be up next here, as he's 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the 2nd inning. We'll see what he can do now here in the second at bat here today, as we're still looking for that ground ball pitch here and try to see if we can get out of this inning here. As we'll see, this one goes on. That one gets past Infante. I don't think he would have had that one, as he lets that one go by. And now 2 runners on board, now Jed Lowry's up to bat here with 2 on, 1 out. Oakland still leads this one 1-0 here, and that one's going to go over to the right or left field. That's going to be a play here. They're going to have to throw this one in here. They're going to stop the run here. Trying to throw that one in the relay play, and no run will come across the plate. And it's a 2-0 lead here for the Oakland A's here in the 4th. So still 1 out, 2 on now. It's 2-0. Oakland leads this one as Duffy in trouble right now. Having a tough inning here as we'll see a runner here take off the steal here. J.D. Martinez have to track this one down here. He gets the ball. Runner's going to have to retreat back to their original bases here as they will remain at first and second on the play. Chad Pinter come up next here. We'll see what he can do. 2 on, 2 out here. 1-0 count on him. He'll chop this one over there to the third baseman. Moose going to make a play there to the first base. Nice play as they get out of the inning, but they do give up some runs there as Oakland able to do some damage there. Puts up a run on the board, making it now 2-0. As now we go to the bottom half of the 4th here. Alex Gordon up to bat next here. 0-1 day here for him as he has a 2-2 count. Leading off here in the 4th inning. Alex looking for a pitch here. Alex going to pop this one over there to shallow left field as that's a nice play there for the third baseman to make the play and get himself out. So nice play there from Donaldson. Getting that one, as we'll see now Mike Napoli up to bat next here. 1-2 count, 1 out here. Nobody on board here for Napoli. As we'll see the pitch there, and that four-seam fastball comes in on him. And he cannot pick up that speed there, as that's going to be out number 2 here in the bottom half of the 4th. Take a look at the pitch sequence here. A good sequence there from Owen here, as he makes Napoli really work here. Throws about 5 or 6 pitches here in this bat, or 5 pitches actually, and makes him work there until he finally gets him to strike out. Adam Lynn's up to bat next here as he's 0 for 1. 0-1 count here for Adam Lynn. He's looking for a pitch here to get a rally going here with 2 out. Lynn going to chop this one there. That's going to be a foul ball, as no one's going to get a hold of that one. So now he gets another chance here. 0-2 now here for Adam Lynn. Looking for a chance to keep this inning alive here for the Royals. That one gets away from him. Or actually, it gets away from, from Lynn, but also more importantly from the pitcher, as Lynn now has a count now of 1-2. So now 2 out. Lynn has a 1-2 count here. Still pitcher's count. That one's going to be a swing and a miss there on that curveball, as Lynn just could not pick up that pitch. And that is going to be it for the inning, as the A's still lead this one 2-0 here as we go to the top half of the 5th. And speaking of the top half of the 5th, Max Bruce here. There you see 0 for 1 there. He, of course, grounded out there, or I should say struck out there in the 3rd. We'll see what he can do now with this full count. Nobody on here, nobody out, and we'll see a swing and a miss there on that 2-seam fastball. Nice pitch there from Duffy, and that brings up the first strikeout now here in the inning. And there you see Duffy getting his 100th strikeout here for the season, and he is looking to see if he can get a few more here in today's game. As Fernando Rubin comes up to bat next, 1 for 2 for him today, as he has a 1-2 count. And, of course, nobody on board, 1 out. And there you see, that 4-seam fastball right up on him, as he just takes that one looking and just can't believe the call there from the ump, as that is going to be another strikeout there. So 101st now strikeout now for Duffy, as Duffy is starting to get hot here in the inning. Still in the 5th inning here. Next batters up to bat, it'll be Donaldson. 0-2 count here for Donaldson. 2 out. And Donaldson, of course, will make that little swing and a miss there on that one. And that's a nice, clean inning there from Duffy, as he gets 1, 2, 3 there. And keeping these Royals still alive. Royals only have 2 hits so far here. They got to get the ball going for themselves here, as we now advance to the bottom of the 6th. And, of course, we're in the later innings here, not getting that run support that I mentioned earlier that we needed. So we'll see if that can be a thing now here for this inning. Bottom of the 6th, and we'll see what J.D. Martinez can do now here in his situation. Nobody on, 1-1 count here, as he is leading off the at-bat. And we'll see the pitch here, and J.D. Martinez gets a hold of this one there. That's going to go into left center field. That one's going to roll back to the warning track. And this is a nice double there from J.D. Martinez, and that's the way you want to start off the inning here with a batter like him. Great job there from Martinez, as he has now got the Royals and himself in scoring position. Now, Devin now coming up to bat next here. Devin Morrow, our shortstop, will see what he can do in this at bat. And he's usually one of these good first pitch guys that we can do well with here. We'll see what he can do here in this 0-2 count here. And he misses that pitch there. Outside, not even in the zone. 2-seam fastball gets away from him. That is a strikeout number 1 here in the inning, as Owens does a great job there of keep holding that runner over there at second base. So Omar Fonte is next here. He popped out back in the third. 0-2 day for him, as he has a hitter's count here. 1-0 count, 1 on, 1 out. And Fonte here looking to get this runner moved there, and that's going to go out to shallow left field. Runner comes over to third, and Fonte is safe there at first on that single. So nice hustle there from Fonte, moving the runner over. And now we have runners on the corners here for Alex Gordon. Gordon just needs to pop one up hits one up the middle, as he has an 0-2 count now with runners on first and third. 1 out. And we'll see what Gordon's going to do here in this situation. And see a pitch out there to first, and the runner Fonte is going to be called out, as Fonte cannot believe it. And honestly, when they made that call, I could not believe it. I was kind of raising some hell here. But we'll see a 2-2 count there from Gordon. He'll swing and a miss there on that changeup, low and inside, and that is going to be it for the inning, as the Royals will go ahead and have to leave one runner on board there, as they still trail here 2-0. Jed Lowry up and bat next here, 1 for 2 day for him, as we go down to the top half of the 7th. And we'll see what the Oakland A's can do for themselves here in this at-bat, as they still have a 2-run lead. Can they add some more insurance here on this one? 2-2 count for Lowry, as there's nobody on board. And we'll see a pitch here, and that's a nice swing and a miss there from Duffy, as he is still in this ball game here, and he is still showing that he has some heat there on the mound and trying to show his guys here, hey, I'm pitching a great game, and can you guys give me some run support here to help me out to get this 10th win? Next at bat here, 0-1 count. This is from Josh Roddick, and you see Reddick, not Roddick, it's Reddick. He'll be safe there at first, as he makes a nice hustle down the line. But there you see Ned Yost not liking this call here, and he wants a review here, possibly, as he is waiting for his guys there in the dugout to see if this should be a call here they make, and you be the judge of it there. Not the best angle, but I would say I had to be a homer here, and I have to say the Royals made the right call here, so they should go ahead and challenge it. And that's exactly what they're going to do, as I believe that was an out there. And we'll see what they're going to say, as the umpires have to go and huddle up near the video screen and find out from New York what the call is. Now, you be the judge of this call here. Roddick going down the field, and is he safe? Is he out? I would say he's out on that play. And we'll see here what it's going to be doing. And looks like we could be getting a call here. They say they're going to overturn it, and they say it's an out. So he is not safe at first. They're going to say it's an out. There you see the manager of the A's not happy about that call, and you can see the expression on his face there. So now Duffy up to pitch here now for the next batter. 2 out now for the Oakland A's, as Duffy here gives up a hit there. That's going to go out to left center field, and Martinez is going to have to throw this one in there quickly, as the A's have a runner on board. So Bruce Maxwell here, 0 for 2. He struck out so far here twice. Let's see if we can get him a third time, as there's a runner on board here. Oakland still leads this one 2-0. As we'll see the pitch here. The pitch just goes there. That's going to be a nice job there from Napoli, getting the ball and tagging the bag at first to end the inning. So no runs comes across here. We get a nice turnover call there. It was a safe call, but it was called out on that play. But still, we are still scoreless now, going into the bottom half of the 7th. So here we are now in the bottom half of the 7th. Mike Napoli is going to be at bat here, 1 for 2 for the day for him, as we're looking to see if we can try to get the rally going here in the bottom half of our 7th. As we'll see here, 1 out, or 1 on, or nobody on, and 1-0 count there. That's going to go right down the third base line. Nice hit there from Napoli, And the Royals now have a run on board. Could these cardiac Royals start to get heat up and fire back here in this inning? We've seen it before here, and they're well known for doing it this season. We'll see if they'll keep it up here in this situation. 1-1 count now for Adam Lynn. He has one runner on board as the Oakland A's lead this one 2-0. And nobody out here in this situation for Lynn, as he is just trying to get this ball in, find some space out there in the outfield. This one goes high and deep. This one curves, and can it stay in fair territory? No, it's going to foul. And Adam Lynn just not happy about that at all. He was really hoping that was going to stay fair. So now 1-2 count for Adam Lynn here. Adam looking for a pitch, and he goes chasing there on that curveball, as that is out number one here. Out number one here in the inning, as there's now still one left here on board. So nice job there from Owen. This has been a really good pitching matchup between these two today, and we'll see if that will continue now. As Salvador Perez up to bat next here. Perez 2 for 2 count here for him. He looking for a pitch, and he can't go. Can't get that one. That one's almost in the dirt, as that changeup gets on him, and he just cannot connect. So now 2 out, 1 on here for the Royals. And is this going to be a stall inning here now for the boys in blue here today? As Eric Hosmer's up to bat next here. 0-2 day. He popped out back in the 5th, and we'll see how things go here in his situation. 1-0 count here for Hosmer. 1 on, 2 out, and we'll see what kind of pitch he's going to get here. Hosmer rips this one there to the second baseman. Of course, it's going to be an easy play there. Nice 4-3 play, and that ends the inning. One left stranded there for the Royals, and the Royals still trail by 2. As now Ruben now coming in here for the Athletics as they start off the 8th inning. Athletics lead this by 2, and we'll see as Duffy is still out there on the mound. And this one's going to get hit up the middle there. Nice stop there from Afonte as he makes the play there to first. Nice first out there, and that's what we want to see. We want to get some routine plays here to get our guys back in that dugout, and so we can get a rally going for ourselves here in the bottom half of the 8th. Now you see the pitching comparison here today. 7 strikeouts there for Duffy so far. As for Owen there, pretty identical numbers there here in this game so far. 0-2 count now as Donaldson's up to bat. Duffy makes the pitch, and oh, nice four-seam fastball right up the middle. Has Donaldson chasing there, and that is out number 2. As Cespedes is up to bat next here, and with nobody on and an 0-1 count here, can we get this one guy out with a ground out of some sort or a pop-up? Yes, a pop-out indeed. This pops out over there to Markakis there to right, and a nice play there for the Royals as they wrap up the inning. So no runs comes across there. They go 1-2-3, but the Royals still trail by 2 runs. As we go down to the bottom half of the 8th here for the Royals, as Mike Moustakas is going to lead off here. 0-2 count here for Moustakas. 2 ground outs from him as he has an 0-1 count here. Moustakas looking for a pitch. Moustakas, oh, that one gets hit right to the first baseman. Nice hustle there. And Markakis cannot believe it. So now J.D. Martinez up to bat next here, as he is going to be the second batter here in the inning. He's 2 for 2. He's had a double already in the 6th. And try to get him to come around to score there, but just could not bring him home. So now we're trying to see what he can do here in this at-bat. He goes for the first pitch here, up the middle there. Goes right out there to where he hit earlier to get a double. He's going to look like he's going to do it again as he comes around first and goes to second on a nice double there. So now he's back in scoring position again here for the Royals. Now we'll see if Morrow can do his job here and try to bring this runner home. Morrow 0 for 2 here today, as he is looking to try to get something going here for the Royals and try to get back in this ball game. You see Morrow hits this one up the middle there. That's a base hit. Runner is going to come around to score. No, runner's not going to be coming around to score. It's J.D. Martinez, not the quickest guy out there, and Owen brings it in, has him bring it in. As you see, a nice hit there from Morrow, his 7th in a row here now this season. as now Fonte has a huge at-bat now for the Royals to get back in this ball game. And we'll see what Fonte can do here. So runners on the corners here, 2-0 count, hitters count now, as there's one out. Royals trying to get back in this ball game as they're down by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. There you see the pitch. That one gets past the third baseman. Run will come in to score. And Fonte gets the RBI single. And it's now 2-1. Royals take the lead here in the bottom, to get back in the ball game here, as they're trailed by 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. They have not taken the lead just yet, but with another base hit or two, we could easily get it back in this ball game here. As we see Owens now getting the hook here, as he's pitched a really good game. Now he is qualified for the win, but we'll see what Sean Doolittle can do if he can shut that door and try to seal that possible victory here for Owen. As you know, of course, Doolittle, last episode we seen him there in that first game of the series, didn't do so well there. And there you see he has another opportunity now. I'll try to redeem himself now here in today's ball game. Alex Gordon up to bat now, as there are 2 on, and I believe 1 out here for the Royals, as he has an 0-2 count, so a pitcher's count. We'll see what Alex is going to be fed to in this one. Is going to be famine or feast, and we'll see this one. This one's going to go deep back, and this one is feast, as that ball's gone. Home run there for the Royals, as that is a 3-run dinger. And Doolittle again gives up a big hit here. And Alex Gordon and the Royals now take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. These cardiac Royals do it again. 22nd home run of the season there for Alex Gordon, as it now makes it now a 4-2 ball game. Take a look at this swing there from Alex. That one is screaming out of here, looking for its new owner as a souvenir. And the Royals take a 2-run lead, as Napoli now up to bat next here. 2 for 3 now for him today. 2 singles, as Napoli here with 1 out, maybe trying to help extend this lead here. 1-0 count here for Napoli. Napoli looking for a pitch. This one gets hit right to the second baseman for the 2nd out here in the inning. As the Royals try to get a rally going here and try to get some more insurance runs now, as they know they are a very important premium. As we'll see, Adam Lynn up to bat next here. 0-2 count for Lynn. And he is, of course, almost hit one earlier in this one, deep. As we'll see a pitch here. This one is high. It's going to be deep. It's going to go back, but it's going to stay in the ballpark for the final out in the inning as they wrap up the bottom of the 8th. So the Royals take a 2-run lead here as they pick up 3 or 4 runs, all 4 runs here in the inning. 0-2 count now here in the 9th, as I believe as Grandison, as he strikes out there gets struck out by Duffy. We're trying to maybe see him get Duffy the complete game here, to see Grandison just swings and misses there on that one. And we'll see now the next at bat, Brandon Moss, 1 for 3, as he hit a single in the 4th. Royals still lead this one 4-2, as there's an 0-2 count now. Duffy here trying to get this 2nd out of the inning and try to get a 10th win, and most importantly try to get a complete game. And oh, look at that pitch right there on the corner, as Moss is not liking that one at all, and he is going back to the dugout talking to himself. So Jed Lowry up to bat next here, 1 for 3. We'll see how we can get Jed out here on this 0-2 count. 2 out, nobody on here, and that curveball is right in there, and he can't pick it up, and that is going to be the ball game, as Ned Yosh and the Royals pick up another victory here, and they actually sweep the series against the A's there here at the K this week. And the Royals go on to win here. 4-2 is your final score. Just take a look at the crown vision there, showing off the fireworks. Nice job there from the Royals, and they're able to get a nice win here. Most importantly, get that 10th win there for Danny Duffy, especially late in the ball game, as they scored all 4 runs in the 8th inning. And like I said, these are the cardiac Royals. I'm going to start calling them that more often now, but I wish we were not that case, because really truly we need to score runs here early, but that has not been that's been a huge issue for us this season. Is we're not able to score. I mean, we get guys on base, but we just can't not get them home. We get them in scoring position, but just for whatever reason, just does not compute to us until, you know, the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. One thing I wish they will update, and of course this is an older game, but hopefully in the newer games they do it. But I wish they would show you the runners that were left on base. I wish that was. I know that's a new stat there, out, you know, showing us fans now. But yeah, they left. I know the Royals left quite a few guys out there. I know probably at least 5 or 6 runners on board there at a given time there throughout early there in the game. And I just wish we just quit doing that. So we got to just do a better job there, be a little bit more patient when we have runners in scoring position. But yeah, 2 for 4 there for Fonte. He had a run and RBI. Gordon there, of course, had that 3-run dinger there. It was a big play. 1 for 4, 3 RBIs and a run, and of course a strikeout there for him. Lynn, well, 0 for day there for him, as he has 2 strikeouts there for himself. And like I said, it's been a really issue there for him. We may have to move him around the order there, may have to drop him down some in the order until he starts getting that bat to fire up there for himself and for that lineup. But yeah, for the most part here, it's been good, and we swept the series, and now we get ready to, I believe we're going to go on a nice road trip here before the break. I believe we got 3 games in Houston, and we have 3 games in San Francisco. So I'm hoping that we'll have a nice road trip before the break. And of course, we need a much needed break, as we're going to be getting ready to call. We're going to do a couple early call-ups here from a couple guys here. And one of the guys that we're going to probably call up is probably Eddie Butler. Eddie Butler is currently right now is in our AA affiliate, and at some point here we may end up calling him up. I'm thinking about showing his game. He has a game actually coming up here pretty soon that I may actually record and actually do commentary for. But yeah, well, we got the Houston series coming up. We'll play one of those games. We'll probably play the Vargas series to try to get his 10th win there, and then we'll probably play. I'll probably end up playing a full raw footage of either this game 2 or game 3. Game 3, I believe, is Shipley again. So that's MLB Network's game. I may showcase him in that one. But other than that, that'll be probably the idea. And also too, we'll probably do a video showing 2 games from our farm system, one in the AAA and one in the AA, coming up in 2 episodes from now. Also, in episode 2 episodes from now, which will be 132. So stay tuned for that, and that should be coming up here very soon here on the channel. And of course, we're getting close to All-Star break, and of course, we will move this series over to MLB 18 very, very soon here, as I want to get a couple more games here out of this particular game, and then we'll move the game over to 18. But that's it for the Royals in this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game, enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. You also check us out on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And we do have a Patreon page if you want to help support the channel. Greatly appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Kansas City Royals franchise here on ESGNet. And don't forget to follow us also on our secondary channel on ESGNet LP, as we got some baseball action over there. We got a new Road to Show character on there, and I think you guys will enjoy that one. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the channel. But as always, stay safe, wear masks, keep each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.